Heidi ho, neighbor. This is Manny Moonraker, UFO Buster Radio News, episode number 212. And I'm back. I said, if I recall, let me see if I could be myself for a second. I think I said, in the next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we will have episodes. Fuck no, we did not have episodes. That actually went down. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out the way they would have worked out when I planned it when I said that, but no fucks given. I got that wrong. So here we are today. It is Thursday. Don't ask me what the date is, but according to my trusty little computer here, it's 4/18, and we're doing a live episode. And by the way, if you want to call in, it is 972-290-1329. I don't even know if that's the right number anymore, because I don't call my fucking self. So there you go. I had a great idea. We got 2 news reports for today, so I'm going to sit on here and I'm going to camp out so some fucking body calls me at that number, 972-290-1329. I know you're listening. Stop fucking around. I know you're at your desk right now. You're at work or you're out getting lunch and you're thinking, should I call Moonraker? Yes! The answer is yes! Call the Moonraker right now. I don't care what you talk about. Let me know what you're eating for lunch. I could care less. Are you having a Reuben sandwich? Huh? Did you stop by McDonald's? Really? Just call me. 972-290-1329. And, we do. And by the way, if I said it too fast, just look at the damn description of any freaking episode. The number has always been there. It hasn't changed in 3 years, believe it or not. Hashtag true story. The number has been exactly the same. So somebody call me. Before I go into these 2 stories here, by the way, let me just say something. Because when we had the Ronnie Dawson story, it was raining cats and dogs, cows, cattle, like some steaks fell out of the sky. All kind of shit happened. And you know what? Happened again last night. Fuck, it woke me up out of a dead sleep. Spring is hitting Texas, and the storms they don't give a shit. They are coming down hard, and people are getting taken out, sadly enough. I got a report. Tornadoes, all kind of shit. The only thing we don't get is hurricanes. But there was a few hurricanes that came up the coast of Texas and fucked everybody up. Anyway, so here's the deal. I had an idea, and I posted this on UBR Truth Seekers. If you're not a member, what the fuck are you waiting for? Don't sit around listening to boring-ass podcasts that want to sell you shit. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Yes, I'll admit it. You will listen to ads during this podcast episode and all the other fucking ones before this and the ones afterwards. But that's all you got to do. That is your sacrifice to keep the Moonraker alive. You listen to a few commercials. It might not be a company you like. It might not be a company you support, but fuck's sake, just listen to the commercial. That's all you got to do. These are quote-unquote bunny ears, sponsors, and they help the Moonraker keep the podcast going. But that wasn't what I was about to talk about. I got sidetracked because that's what I do. I had an idea, folks. And every summer, I try to come up with some crazy shit, some crazy thing to get the listeners involved. Listen, I don't like the fact that a lot of people just sit there and listen to podcasts. You go to work, you're sitting at your humdrum job, you're on the toilet, you're spanking your kid while you're listening to podcasts. No, I don't like that. I want people to be interactive. I want you to become part of the Moonraker story, part of what is UFO Buster Radio. The only way for you to do that is to take part in it. Don't just sit there. Call me. And I'm going to incentivize you guys. I got that word from Mrs. Moonraker. She likes the word incentive. Incentivize. I'm going to incentivize you guys. And basically what I'm saying is this summer will be the summer of the co-host. That's right. You, the listener. I don't care what you're into, except if you're into pedophilia. That's going to be some problems for me. But I don't care what you're into. UFOs, Bigfoot, fucking getting probed. I don't care what it is. You, if you have the time and you have a working cell phone or a Skype account, you can be a co-host of UFO Buster Radio. And we will get on here this summer and we will talk shit. And we won't just talk shit about what the shit that you want to talk about. We might even have a guest to pummel with crazy ass questions. But all you got to do is participate. Be part of the conversation. That's what UFO Buster Radio is about. It's not about you listening to some guy that's been podcasting for like 10 years and repeats the same shit every year. Now, some of you rubber dickers out there, number one, don't like the term rubber dicker, but some of you rubber dickers think, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm always going off the deep end. No, I'm going away from this recipe, this schematic that somebody drew up about ufology and how to discuss it. I'm not discussing it the same way, and neither are you, and that's why you're here, because you're tired of the lame old bullshit. But what I'm telling you is, take it a step further. Get off that toadstool. Get up. Get busy. Get nasty. I wish I had some Michael Jackson to play right now. You know, get your ass like, come on, Carter, come on. Yeah, get up. This summer, you have an opportunity to be on here with me, co-hosting, asking people questions, chewing the fat, talking shit. And listen, I don't care. If you like Greer, I don't care if you like Greer. It's okay. Come on here. You know, if you're a fan of Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo, okay, I get it. The guy's got a lot of fucking money. Why not be a fan of the dollars? But you know, just because you're a co-host doesn't mean you're protected from the Moonraker. But join the conversation. That's what's happening this summer. Now, I got 2 articles that we're going to talk about today, courtesy of UBR Truth Seekers. And if you're not a member, come on, listen to the benefits. You get to be interviewed on the podcast, a podcast that's countless amount of countries are listening to it. In addition to that, you get to go on this Facebook group and share your ideas, share news articles, and eventually it'll show up here eventually. Because you know what? Like I said, there's a holiday coming up, and UFOs tend to take vacations during holidays. You know, there is no probing. I mean, shit, they're not even taking up cows anymore because Easter's coming. So, I mean, maybe they're Catholic or Christians. Fucking aliens. They're crazy. But whatever the case may be, whatever it is, I need you. I need you this summer to come on here and chew the fat with me, and let's talk some shit. And you know what? Maybe the big end of this, co-hosting summer deal would be to conduct an interview with some big name in ufology. I got to plan that out, but I need an admin or a secretary or somebody that can go out there and reach these big name fuckers and get them to come on here. I mean, a lot of them are scared. I'm not going to lie. They're scared. They're scared because I don't follow their book, their ufology code. I talk a lot of shit and I don't give 2 fucks about it. And they don't like that. I know those motherfuckers talk about me. They do. They've got to, because it's not like I stay quiet. I talk shit too, and that's the way it goes. So anyway, these 2 news articles are from UBR Truth Seekers, my homies who are in there as members, constantly reporting things. And some of the shit today is so fucking off the wall, you will not believe it. Slap me sideways and call me Sally, because this first news report is so fucking off the wall. It is so crazy. I read it like 3 times. I couldn't. It was so fucking hilarious. I literally had to get the humor out of me, the laughter, because it was just too much for me. I had to sit down for an hour and really compose myself, because this is fucking bonkers. So, this particular story is out of Lamar Township, Pennsylvania, and again, courtesy of UBR Truth Seekers. Man receives prison sentence for shooting at fireflies he thought were alien lasers. I want you guys just to take that in. I know you're at your computer right now. You're at your computer, you're at work, and you're whispering to yourself, what the fuck did he say? I know you are. And, you can't say it loud because people might hear you and they know you're listening to Moonraker, and I don't want you to get in trouble. Don't get written up for this shit. But yeah, some crackpot decided that he saw fireflies and he thought they were alien lasers and decided to take out his weapon and shoot at the fuckers. Again, I'm going to pause again because you need to take that in. Apparently, troopers out of Pennsylvania said that Jesse Shields of Mill Hall, Pennsylvania, was high as fuck on bath salts last June. Now listen, I still haven't figured out how you get high on bath salts because you put the shit in the water, but apparently you like crush this shit up and you snort it. What the fuck is wrong with people? God damn it. Anyway, he was so high on bath salts, he decided that he went outside, and when he looked near the Mill Hall, and he had his firearm, and he saw some fireflies, he said, oh shit, alien lasers, they're out to get to me, they're out to get to me. I don't know what he said, but you gotta be really fucked up in the head. He feared that the alien lasers were chasing after him, and him and a woman who is named Katherine McCloskey, they ran while this jackass was firing at the fireflies. I say this every week. You cannot write this stuff. Like I would not be able, there's no way that yesterday, before today, I would have sat down and said, alien lasers, ooh, they're like fireflies, ooh, bath salts, oh shit, a weapon. No. This is what makes ufology fucked up, because people associate this stuff with ufology. Apparently, he took out his gun, started shooting at the fucking fireflies, taking those motherfuckers out somehow. I mean, how do you shoot a firefly? That just makes no sense. He ran. Him and his girl, McCloskey, they ran into a homeowner's house, proclaiming that they needed to use the shower. Now, why do you ask? I mean, why would he, after shooting alien lasers, need to hit the shower? Well, let me just answer that for you, because I know that that's burning in your mind right now. Stop typing. Don't even type anymore. Just listen to this. He needed to get into the shower because the goo from the alien lasers that he shot sprayed on him, and it was burning his skin. So he had to go take a shower. Yeah, alien goo from lasers got all over his skin, and he had to go, clean up because his skin was burning up something terrible. Wow. Like I said, wow. So it turns out the homeowner that they invaded in order to get into the shower basically called 911, took the gun away from him, and his ass got arrested, him and his chickadee. And Shields was sentenced basically this past Monday to 3 to 6 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to criminal trespass and firearms without a license. Damn, that's fucked up for you, Mr. Shields. But maybe you shouldn't be shooting your firearm at fireflies, even if they look like alien lasers. I don't know. I mean, when I tell you, when I saw this in UBR Truth Seekers, I was like, there you go. There's no way I can resist talking about this jackass. I mean, holy fuck. I hope you're listening, Shields. I hope you're listening. In your 3 to 6 years for shooting your firearm at bugs, you fucktard. What the hell is wrong with you? Thank you for the story. I enjoyed it very much. And I'm sure many of you are laughing your asses off at work right now. And you enjoy it as well. And please don't play this for the kiddies, because there's a lot of cursing just now. And I hate for them to have a bad Bad opinion of the Moonraker. By the way, if you're wondering what the Shields looks like, in case you maybe you feel like you might be related to him in some reason, or he might be a family member, the episode image that you're looking at, that is his mugshot from when he got arrested, and he was in his prison jumpsuit at that point. So there you go. If you ever feel like maybe there's some kind of a kinship to this guy, there you go. Take a look at him, see what it looks like. Does his unibrow look like someone that you might be related to? Just, take a gander at it. He might be your long-lost cousin. But in this next story, when I tell you that when I saw this, I about fell out of my chair. And I couldn't read the whole thing, honestly, because I actually read through this about 10 minutes before I started the podcast. So I didn't get to go through the whole story. But there's a lot here to be researched. So you guys who walk around with your tablet and, have like maps on your fucking walls of the last UFO sighting in your particular county, and you're tracking every fucking UFO sighting, you're tracking everywhere the fake UFO gods are, like where Greer lives and where the fuck Deuce Bigelow is at. Yeah, guess what? This is on Bob Lazar. And if you remember when that Bob Lazar documentary thing came out, talk about Bob Lazar, UFO, whatever the fuck it. And basically there was a story, and actually it was like a video they put out. I think it was the producer, the director of that documentary. Basically that Bob Lazar was being raided by the FBI. And, there was this big stink made. Oh, it has to do because he's a whistleblower. And the whistleblowers, they whistle the whistles of the UFOs. And so the FBI is trying to keep him on lockdown, trying to keep the Bob Lazar from talking. First of all, Bob Lazar has been talking so fucking many years. Who gives a fuck what the fuck he's saying anymore? Let me just say that. And, let me just give another disclaimer. Big O himself, he is a big fan of Bob Lazar. That's all I can say about that. I don't know if I'm a fan of Bob Lazar. His story is interesting. There's just so many gaps, so many things that are missing, so many, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Well, it turns out that little video about Bob Lazar getting FBI raided was actually kind of resolved in some way. It's hard to say because you got to read the whole article. The link is in the description. I'm going to go after this podcast and finish reading it to see what the fuck is going on here. But the story behind it has nothing to do with UFOs. Now, could this be a disinformation campaign for Bob Lazar? Is it possible that they're rubber-dicking him? That they've got this backstory and connecting him to murder as the reason why they raided his place during the filming of this documentary. Yeah, that's what I said. Murder. Bob Lazar. The nerd with the rocket car. Yeah, I'm not even lying to you. The link is in the description. Check out this article. According to this, there was an individual by the name of Janelle Sturzel. And by the way, this story also came from UBR Truth Seekers. It was shared in there. I'm telling you, you're missing a lot of shit if you don't fucking join. Join it. Facebook. I don't even care. Don't post your pictures. Don't post your nudes. Just join the group. You don't even got to put your fucking picture up there. Just be in it. Anyway, apparently Janelle Sturzel was hospitalized back in the fall of 2015 after an unknown debilitating illness. The lady was transferred to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, where it was discovered that Janelle had been poisoned by lethal levels of thallium. Thallium, Thallium, just in case you want to look it up. And it's in the episode information, so just go in there and copy-paste. On December 22nd of 2015, Janelle passed away from the effects of the poisoning. Now, what's interesting here is that the Houghton police, where she croaked, classified her death as a homicide. Murder. That's right, murder. And apparently the Western Upper Pennsylvania Peninsula Health Department, Michigan State Police, and the FBI agreed that this was foul play. That someone actually killed this girl, Janelle, offed her with thallium. So the person who wrote this article apparently sent in a FOIA request regarding the FBI raid, and what they got was police reports from the local police, because they assisted in the raid, right? So they got all this information. What he says is in the report is an inference that Bob Lazar was initially sought as a suspect in the death of Janelle by the FBI. And why is that? Because apparently Bob Lazar has all these chemicals. Yeah, so they're thinking that he was involved in it. So, and I quote, "There's a suggestion the FBI thought Bob Lazar was potentially involved in the unlawful possession or distribution of toxic chemicals. The basis for my saying this comes from several items listed in the Laingsburg Police report." Now, if you go into this article that I have here, you can look in there. There's a link to a police report. The guy also goes through the entire article, the entire report, and basically writes out what's going on. So basically, what we're seeing is that this was not a UFO situation for Bob Lazar. This was a murder situation. Somebody thought that somehow the chemicals that this girl came in contact with and Bob Lazar were connected. How crazy is that? Now, is it a bit of a coincidence? Is this like too close to there being this documentary going on that's being filmed, and all of a sudden the guy gets raided? Fuck, you could actually make a case for that being what happened here. Now, like I said, I didn't read the full article. I'm going to go back to do it now because once I read that, I just fell out of my chair. I said, I got to report about this. Is there a connection between Janelle, Bob Lazar, and his and all the chemicals that he was using for his business? There is no telling. But you know what? It is the first time I hear about this. And again, came out of UBR Truth Seekers. Join the group. Come on. Look at the kind of information you get. Are you serious? I thank you guys for listening. That is the story for today. I would suggest that you read this article if you're a fan or not a fan of Bob Lazar, but you want to know more about what the hell is going on and why there is this connection to this murder case, which, according to the article, it doesn't look like he's connected to it anymore, because I guess they didn't find any thallium in his home. But, shit, who knows? Who knows? Is this really a ruse in order to just get into Bob Lazar's home and find out what kind of UFO stuff he has? Because initially they said that the reason why they were going in there was to look for stuff that Bob Lazar claimed he had from his stint at Area 51. But that's not the way this report reads, so hey, we'll see what happens. It's a crazy story, and it gets even crazier. Now, also, if you go into UBR Truth Seekers, you see a story that was posted in there regarding the alien alloy that apparently Deuce Bigalow, the space gigolo, was hiding in Las Vegas, which turns out to be a fake. Like, there really isn't any alien alloy. And apparently, Elizondo kind of cleared that up, but also had a part in telling that story. There's a lot of stuff in there. Join the group, UBR Truth Seekers on Facebook. Look us up. Get in there. Read all this shit because, I can't read all of this for you. I can't bring it all to the podcast every day. You guys got to get in there. Contribute. Be part of it. And don't forget this summer, co-host contest. It's going to be you, me, and probably someone we're going to interview so we can give him hell as we talk about ufology and all the things that go bump in the night. This is Manny Moonraker. I'm checking out. And I got a new song for you here. It's called Skyfall because, fuck, the sky is falling every fucking day and we can't do shit about it.